Hello, English learner. Welcome to this new podcast of this channel.
Yeah, Oliver, we're finally doing this. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of English on the Go. Are you panicking yet, Oliver?
Panicking? Me? Never. Except maybe when I realized we have to actually talk for 15 minutes without embarrassing ourselves and the listeners.
Too late for that. But hey, if we mess up, we can just blame it on first episode nerves, right?
You are a genius, Olivia.
All right, for anyone just tuning in, welcome to English on the Go, the podcast where we make learning English fun, natural, and slightly chaotic.
Slightly?
Fine. Very chaotic. But in a good way. I'm Olivia, your guide to practical English.
And I'm Oliver, your guide to, the weird parts of English that even natives maybe don't understand.
Like why the words tough, through, and though all sound different.
Do not get me started on English spelling. I still have trauma from second grade.
Noted, we'll save spelling horrors for a future episode on this channel. So, real talk now. Why are we doing this channel podcast, Oliver?
It's simple. Because English textbooks are very boring.
That's true. We want to teach you the English people actually use. The slang, the jokes, the awkward small talk, everything you need to sound natural.
And we'll do it with 0 grammar lectures. Okay, maybe 1 or 2. But only if they're fun.
Today's episode is all about airport check-ins, phrases you'll actually hear and use at the airport, because it's summertime and people want to travel. Unfortunately, not everyone.
Like us.
Exactly, Oliver.
Since it's our first episode, let's properly introduce ourselves. Olivia, tell everyone one weird fact about you.
I can recite the alphabet backward in under 10 seconds.
Wait, really?
Want a demo?
Absolutely not. For me, my weird fact, I once got lost in an airport for 2 hours because I misread a sign.
That explains why you're so passionate about today's topic.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. It was a formative trauma.
Speaking of airports, today we're covering essential check-in phrases. But first, a quick question, Oliver. Window seat or aisle seat?
Aisle seat. I like the illusion of escape.
Window seat for me. I enjoy pretending the clouds are marshmallows I can eat.
That's oddly poetic. All right, let's get into it.
All right, Oliver. Time for the real-world English part of our show.
Finally.
So, imagine you're at the check-in counter. The agent asks you questions, you panic, and suddenly forget every English word you've ever learned.
We've all been there. But today, we'll make sure that doesn't happen to our listeners.
Let's listen to a typical check-in conversation. A passenger, let's call her Sarah, is heading to New York, and the agent is helping her check in.
Don't worry if you don't understand perfectly for the first time. At the end of this podcast, you will be almost fluent for this dialogue.
Just listen carefully for the moment.
Ready? Let's go.
Let's go.
Dialogue, immersion.
Good morning. Where are you heading to today?
Hi, I'm flying to New York.
Great. May I see your passport and ticket to check in?
Sure, here you go.
Do you have any carry-on luggage?
Just this backpack and a small suitcase.
Your suitcase is slightly over the limit. You might have to pay excess baggage fees.
Oh no. How much would that be?
About $50. Or you can remove a few items and put them in your carry-on.
I'll do that, thanks.
All right, here's your boarding pass. You're in seat 12C, an aisle seat.
Perfect. Is the flight on time?
Yes, it's on schedule. No delays. Oh, and just to confirm, you have a layover in Chicago, right?
That's right.
Everything's set. Have a great flight.
Thank you.
And that, friends, is how you survive check-in without crying.
Oh, the time of weighing the luggage. It's a nightmare for me. Never go over the limit, or at least pretend you didn't. Now, it's time for vocabulary segment. All right, Oliver. We just heard that check-in conversation, but let's be honest. Some of those phrases might still be confusing for learners.
True. So now we're going to break down the airport vocabulary, word by word, so you'll never feel lost at check-in again.
Listen carefully, take notes if you need to, and by the end, we'll replay the dialogue. Trust us, it'll sound way easier this time. Okay. The agent asks, "Where are you heading to?" What does that mean, Oliver?
Heading to. This just means traveling to or going to a place. Instead of saying, "I'm flying to New York," you can say, "I'm heading to New York." It's more natural.
Okay, it's clear now. At the airport, we always see the word check in.
At the airport, checking in means registering your arrival, getting your boarding pass, and handing over checked luggage. You can check in online, at a kiosk, or with an agent, like in this dialogue.
I prefer to check in with an agent. I don't like the machine we have nowadays.
You're right.
For the next word, the agent asks, "Do you have any carry-on luggage?" Carry-on, it's a phrasal verb, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I know most students don't like phrasal verbs. But for this example, carry on is an adjective, not the phrasal verb. This is the small bag you take with you on the plane. It goes in the overhead bin or under your seat. And let me give you a tip for this luggage. Always check your airline's size limits.
That's right. Most people don't check their airline size limits.
For the next word, we have over the limit.
Yes, it's my nightmare when I come into an airport. If your luggage is over the limit, it means it's too heavy or too big according to airline rules. And that leads to
Excess baggage fees.
Yeah.
The worst part of flying. If your bag is over the limit, you pay extra money. These are excess baggage fees. Avoid them at all costs.
Absolutely. It happens to me sometimes. One day I had to pay over $100 in LaGuardia Airport in New York.
Too bad.
Very bad memories.
For the next word, Olivia, can you tell me what is a boarding pass?
A boarding pass. This is your ticket to get on the plane, either paper or digital. It shows your seat number, gate, and boarding time. Don't lose it. At the beginning of this podcast, we talked about aisle seat or window seat. Can you tell us the difference, please?
Yeah, of course. The aisle seat is the seat next to the walkway where people walk on the plane. Some people love it for easy bathroom access. Others, like Olivia, prefer the window to stare at marshmallow clouds.
Are you kidding me, Oliver?
Just a bit. Okay. In the dialogue, Sarah has layover in Chicago.
Yes. A layover is a stop between flights. If you fly from Paris to New York with a layover in London, you'll change planes in London. A long layover means time to explore.
Okay. It's when you change the plane.
Absolutely.
For the last words, we have on time and on schedule. I think it's the same meaning.
Yeah. Both mean the flight is not delayed. You can ask an agent at the airport and say, "Is the flight on time?" If not, prepare for the chaos of airport delays.
Like Christmas Eve.
Like Christmas Eve.
Now that we've explained everything, let's replay that check-in dialogue. Listen carefully, you'll notice how much clearer it is.
And if you still have questions, tell us in the comments section.
Here we go.
Good morning. Where are you heading to today?
Hi, I'm flying to New York.
Great. May I see your passport and ticket to check in?
Sure, here you go.
Do you have any carry-on luggage?
Just this backpack and a small suitcase.
Your suitcase is slightly over the limit. You might have to pay excess baggage fees.
Oh no. How much would that be?
About $50. Or you can remove a few items and put them in your carry-on.
I'll do that, thanks.
All right, here's your boarding pass. You're in seat 12C, an aisle seat.
Perfect. Is the flight on time?
Yes, it's on schedule. No delays. Oh, and just to confirm, you have a layover in Chicago, right?
That's right.
Everything's set. Have a great flight.
Thank you.
You see? Way easier after breaking it down.
Next time you're at the airport, you'll sound like a pro. Or at least you won't cry at check-in.
All right, learners. Now it's your turn to practice. We're doing shadowing, where you repeat phrases right after us to master pronunciation and confidence.
Think of it as karaoke, but for airport survival. No judging if you mess up. I still say espresso wrong.
We'll say each line from the check-in dialogue, then leave space for you to repeat. It's a great way to speak fluently. Ready? Let's shadow.
listen and repeat. Good morning. Where are you heading to today?
Hi, I'm flying to New York.
May I see your passport and ticket to check in?
Sure, here you go.
Do you have any carry-on luggage?
Just this backpack and a small suitcase.
Your suitcase is slightly over the limit.
How much are the excess baggage fees?
About $50, or you can remove a few items.
I'll do that, thanks.
Here's your boarding pass. You're in seat 12C, an aisle seat.
Is the flight on time?
Yes, it's on schedule. You have a layover in Chicago.
That's right. Thank you.
Nice job. If you stumbled, try it again later, or listen again this last part. Shadowing is like gym for your mouth muscles.
And I have a tip for you learners. You can record yourself and compare it to our version. It's weird but so helpful.
That's it for today. But before we go, we've got a little surprise for you. We've prepared a free PDF with today's airport check-in phrases and key vocabulary and all the dialogue of this podcast.
Yep, no need to scribble notes. Just check the description below to download it. Consider it your personal airport survival kit. And if you found this helpful, leave us a review or tag us on social media. We'd love to hear about your airport adventures or misadventures.
Next time on English on the Go, things get serious.
We're tackling airport security conversations because nothing wakes you up like taking off your shoes and answering, "Did you pack this bag yourself?" in a foreign language.
You'll learn how to handle security like a pro, from metal detectors to random checks. The moment when you say, "Why always me?"
If you don't want to miss this podcast, subscribe so you don't miss it. Until then, happy travels and keep practicing. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Your study doesn't stop here. You can continue to progress by clicking on the next video or my suggested video selected for you.